Hi guys. So 2 days ago I posted a video about this man who was talking about Rhodesia, and I received a lot of comments under the video. Many people actually agree with what he said, and some of them saying that it wasn't true and stuff, and some people telling me that I should do more research before saying that what he was saying wasn't true. Now I'm going to start by saying this. I'm not part of any political party whatsoever. I don't do politics. I'm not a Zimbabwean, but I'm African. I'm originally from Congo. I also have origin in Cameroon. So I'm African. So I give my opinion on different African countries, including my country. And when I speak in general. It's not specifically just about Zimbabwe. Now, coming from what that man was saying in that video, I didn't like the way he was saying. I'm not saying that what he said was not right, or it didn't happen, or it wasn't true. No, that's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is like, us as African, we need to stop looking back at what the colonizer did, or how the colonizer was running the country, or running us, or ruling us, because that by looking down what's happening now, or where we are now, and looking back and say, oh, things were better then, things were in order, there was no corruptions and stuff, just gives them the right to keep on thinking, to believe that they have a higher power over Africa and Africans. He allowed people to look down on us, to undermine our ability to govern ourselves, to look after ourselves, develop our country, and work together as a community, as a community. That's where I was coming from, because like, I'm gonna give an example. It's like a woman who is married to a very rich man. Yeah, she married this rich man. At first he came, the beginning is usually very nice, and then at the end, when they got married, in the marriage, he became very abusive. He became he was beating her and everything, but yet she was living in a very beautiful mansion with maid and everything, but indoor she was living a life of living hell, right? Now she finally decided to leave this man, and she finds someone else who loves her to bit, who treats her well and everything, but doesn't have the financial that her rich husband has. And guess what she said? She's like, I miss my ex-husband. Although he was abusive to me, at least I live in a mansion, I had money in my account, I could travel around the world and everything. I could do whatever I want and wear all these expensive clothes and have these expensive bags. English is not my first language, so please forgive me. And then say, yeah, I don't like, this man is probably nice to me and everything, he treat me nice, he respect me and everything, but I miss my abusive husband. And that's exactly what's for me. That's how I view it. For you to say you miss the colonizer was better, but yet in the same sentence you say the apartheid, the way you were treated, the segregation was the bad side of that colonizer. What makes you think that if they come back it's going to be any different? And also, as African, like, this is not just, but I've discovered this a lot about Zimbabwean, about Cameroonian and Congolese. Seriously, we don't put our country down. Like, you will never hear me, like, Cameroon, let's say Cameroon, yeah, because I'm more close to my mom's side, right? You will never hear a Cameroonian say to you that Cameroon is crap. Yes, we're gonna criticize the politics, but we never criticize the country, the achievement we're doing. We love sport. Football is something that brings Cameroonians together. A Cameroonian person walk around the world with her head high, right? We call our country the continent, like the continent of, like we believe we are the continent. This is how proud Cameroonians are. And that's the same thing with Congo. When you see Congo, we talk about sapology, we like to look good, we like to talk about our country, we like to talk about our food, our music and everything. So culture, our culture and everything, we promote our country in the world, regardless of what negativity that might be happening, might be said, or everything. Like, we support our country. We don't put our dirty business out there for people to discuss about it. We don't talk about our dirty business on the street. A Congolese people or a Cameroonian person will keep their dirty business for themselves. We don't come and talk about that on social media as other people do, or when someone asks like, oh, if you ask me how's Cameroon, I'm going to tell you, I miss Cameroon. Cameroon is this time. I'm just going to praise my country. And that's the unity that we should have, because the minute you start saying negative stuff about your country or your continent, people use it, and they use it against you. You think you're doing great, but they're using it against you. Like my last video, I was like, this man who approached me and started talking crap about Zimbabwe, and I put him on his plate and I explained to him that the things that he was told and how he perceived Zimbabwe were not true, right? So this is what my video was about, this man telling that they were getting milk at the doorstep, blah, blah, blah. That's nonsense. We should come together. Okay, things are not being done properly. Let's say, yeah, as communities, what are we doing together as small communities to solve problems within our small communities, within our families? African don't have the ability to even work as a family. You cannot create a business with your family and like make it succeed without any trouble and stuff. So if we can create a harmony within our families, within our small communities, to develop, to create things and wealth for our small communities, our family, how do we expect for it to work for a government? It's the same thing. It starts at the base. And if you're gonna, instead of finding solution and try to move forward, you keep on looking back what other did, even though they were bad, the abusive boyfriend or abusive husband, yeah, you're never gonna move forward. You're gonna be stuck. And I find a lot of negativity among Zimbabweans. Like, I told a Zimbabwean a couple months ago when I was in Zimbabwe that I was planning to relocate to Zimbabwe because I love the country. I love there's something about Zimbabwe that I really love, not because the father of my children is from Zimbabwe, but because I went there and I found something. I saw something that other people don't see, and I saw a possibility to really create wealth in Zimbabwe. People don't see that, because if you're gonna like spend your time just criticizing, seeing the negative, talk about the negative, I believe in the power of attraction. Like, if everybody as a country, all you talk about, all you see is negativity, that's what you're gonna attract. You're just gonna attract that power of attraction, because the universe cannot differentiate positivity and negativity. So what the universe receive, what you send out in the universe is what you receive back. So by talking just negativity about Zimbabwe, that's what the world is going to perceive. That's what you as individuals, you're going to receive. So maybe start talking positive about your country and start believing that despite the difficulties that you as community, as small communities, you can actually achieve something great, right? So I'm not Zimbabwean, but I'm African. I'm not a politician. I don't even know one name of a political party in Zimbabwe. I don't know anything about political party in Zimbabwe, or even in my country, like in my both country. I don't know. I don't interest. I speak as an African who loves her country and her continent. So thank you very much. If you have anything to say, leave it in the comment below, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.